Hey guys, what's up? It is Spartacus here. Today I'm going to be doing a how-to on how to play Control Warrior. I've seen a lot of questions in forums and places like that of people asking like, how do I play Control Warrior? And it's tough to just explain, like just to write like a how to play. So I'm just going to do my best to um, teach how to play Control Warrior. So this is my deck list. I actually want to take out a Shield Maiden for a Baron Geddon right now. There's a lot of shamans and paladins right now. Right now in the meta, Control Warrior is actually not very good, but this is my deck list. Pretty standard stuff. 2 executes, 2 shield slams, double whirlwind because of the hunters and the paladins. Fiery, pretty standard stuff here. 1 silence. The Harrison Jones because of all the oil rogues. Although in general, this is it's a good matchup against the oil rogue. It's also good against Hunter and Paladin and other warriors. So fairly standard, except for the Ysera. There's so many big. Everyone runs a big game hunter now, so I don't want to run Ragnaros. So Ysera's in there, gives me some more longevity, helps me out in certain matchups. So yeah, there's a deck list. But it doesn't really matter. You can always tweak your deck list. Just the general Control Warrior build is fine. So I'm just gonna play and just walk through what I'm thinking, why I'm thinking it, um, how to win certain matchups, what you're looking for, things like that. So we're at rank 3 right now. It's February 18th, 2015, so it's um, about halfway through February. I guess February is a short month, but yeah. Um, so pretty competitive up here, I would say. I think we're gonna we're gonna be up against a lot of good players. So I think it's a good area to do this at. Um, so yeah, just want to walk through the do's and don'ts of Control Warrior, and hopefully we get some wins here. The meta is not in our favor right now, though, but I have seen a lot of hunters, which tends to be an alright matchup, and this is a great matchup. Okay, so against Oil Rogue, great matchup for a warrior. I say that and I lose. That'd be ironic. Fireworks really good. You can get rid of those 3/3s early. Kind of just want to armor up a lot. I'm just looking for something to play. Execute, not really something I need quite yet. That is a card. That is a card I would keep. I would keep the Harrison Jones. Um, I guess I should say what I would keep against Overrogue. I keep a Harrison Jones, Fiery War Axe, Armor Smith, Acolyte, uh, maybe Cruel Taskmaster, depending on what else I had. That's probably about it. Would I keep a Deathbite? Depends what else I had in my hand. So here the options are Armor Smith or Armor Up. If I Armor Smith, he can. So he has the coin, which isn't great. He could technically coin, backstab, SI7, and I wouldn't have anything to deal with that. Now that is a lot of resources to get rid of an Armor Smith. I don't have anything to play next turn, or the turn after. I think putting out the Armor Smith here is fine. Forces him to have to do something. Can always armor up next turn. And hopefully draw another play. Let's be proactive. In all honesty, this is the one matchup I have the least experience with. I just know it's a good matchup because, I know it's a good matchup, but I have the least experience with it because Rogue is fairly new. Hasn't been around all that long. And I haven't been playing Control Warrior that much recently. Okay. That makes sense as to why he hit that. So, a little unfortunate right now. We still have nothing to play. So I'm guessing, looking like, guess I'm learning this matchup along with you guys. It's looking like we like things to play in the early game here. Or weapons. Or something. It's acceptable to... Is it acceptable to Harrison Jones this? Okay, so what you really want to Harrison is the Assassin's Blade, but is that too greedy? So 3-1 weapon. If I Harrison Jones it, I get a card, and I get the Harrison out there, and it's favorable for trading. The other play is to execute that. Or scratch that. The other play is to probably Shield Slam it. I like that more. I think Shield Slamming that's better. We have the armor for it. Harrison I'm going to be a little greedy with. You really want to get that Assassin's Blade. That's what I feel like. As a warrior, you have so much armor, and we're going to keep getting armor. I feel that what will kill us in this matchup? Like, I'm trying to think of how I lose, and the way I lose is that Assassin's Blade with Tinker's Sharpsword Oil just goes to town on me, and I can't allow that to happen. So I'm going to save the Harrison. And maybe I'll go back at my word later and take out a different weapon with it, but for now, that is why I am keeping the Harrison. Also, this gets rid of the Violet Teacher immediately. Okay, so I'm going to execute that. Spell power is really annoying. There's not a ton to execute in the Oil Rogue. And we can keep getting that armor up. You can take that out, but I can Dr. Boom next turn, which is a huge tempo swing. Maybe this might be more of a... There is that rogue that plays like Dr. Boom and Ragnaros and Alexstrasza. And if that's it, then congratulations to him. But I'm going to say it's not. There isn't a lot that to execute and Shield Slam, so I don't feel bad using it on a 4-4, is my point in this matchup. Okay. He's going to start bringing the damage, I would assume, soon. Okay, it's Dr. Boom here. Dr. Boom is just fantastic. Such a board presence. These Boom bots are going to wreck his board. Fingers crossed that they will. Card needs to be nerfed, but while it's not, we take advantage of it. Okay, he's just going to go face with everything. Blade Flurry, of course. I wonder what else. Eviscerate, probably? Well, that's good. That is good. Was being sarcastic. Nice to get rid of that SI. Okay. I think we draw here. We draw again, and then we're rolling, it looks like. Yep. Get rid of those. Again, saving the Harrison. Could have Harrison there. I don't think it would have been necessarily wrong. Okay, so he's basically passing. I wonder if I need Grom to finish in this matchup. This is interesting. It's like we're learning together here. Because I'm not quite sure about this matchup. I think I need something on the board. He used one Blade Flurry already. It's important to keep track of the Blade Flurries. I think we probably Sludge Belcher and Crotat. If we played Ysera, he would sap it. If we play Grom and hit that, again, I'm not sure how much I need Grom. That would be 3 points. That would make Grom have 6 health. He could take care of that fairly easily. I think I'm gonna put down Sludge Belcher. I just want board presence. He's already used one Blade Flurry. It's possible he Thalnos' Fans? 5 mana. I think he has 4 mana left over. Thalnos Than I think would be the worst for me right now, because then he could clear the Belcher that... Okay, well, Azure Drake Fan. No. Backstab. SI? Man, rogues. Rogues are insane. They drive me nuts. Fine, of course. That's actually the worst. Look at what she's drawing right now. It's just insane. God, I hate rogues. How is this a good matchup? I guess because my health total, so I can afford to take a lot of abuse. We're going to play Despite here. We haven't had a weapon yet. I think that's part of what's unfortunate so far. But that's fantastic. So when we armor up again, we hit the Drake, not that, because I don't care if more 1/1s come out. I can just get rid of them with the Death Rattle, and that spell power is really frustrating. Okay, so he just wants more board presence. More board. Just trying to build up a big board. It's a good strategy against warriors. I might use Grom for removal here, and you might just sap it. Or I could Brawl. Yeah, I'm going to Brawl. First reason I'm going to Brawl is because I don't really have any other plays, and I'm also going to Brawl because I don't think the board's going to get this full again anytime soon. Okay. Again, saving that Harrison for the Assassin's Blade. I'm trying to think about how he can tear through 28 health. And it's Assassin's Blade. So you're probably wondering, why would I keep my... Oh, wow, okay. Interesting. Why would I keep my Harrison Jones if I'm saving it for the Assassin's Blade? I think that if you're desperate early on, Harrison Jones is really valuable. Why he does? How does he want to draw more? How many cards does he have left? He has 4 cards left, and I have 14. That's insane. That is crazy. Okay, I'm going to use the Grom now for removal. And maybe I should have just left that out. Oh, that's probably a card you wanted to. Oil Rogue is really difficult. It's one of the few classes I know I just cannot play on ladder. I'm just not confident enough. See, he's going to hit fatigue soon. And yeah, he hasn't really been able to do much. Okay, we're going to keep this Harrison Jones still. He's going to sap whatever I play, so I might as well play this and armor up because it's the one card that allows me to armor up as well. Maybe he won't. Maybe he'll hit it and backstab it. It's possible. Okay. Is he putting the Tinkers on this? Okay. Oh, it looks like he might be... Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I mean, unless he's going to Blade Flurry, which he can't because he... Oh no, maybe he will. Wow, isn't that incredible? Sorry, it's just sometimes so interesting to marvel at what these guys can do. God damage. That's incredible. I could lose. Actually, I haven't drawn a couple of the cards I need. Alexstrasza and Shield Maiden being the two. Okay. But I mean, so I see why that's a difficult matchup for them. Um, and look, saving the Harrison really paid off. But I think I played that fine. It's difficult. He messed up on that one turn there that he overdrew and he drew too much. And yeah, I think that, you know, they have a finite amount of damage. And all that armor it makes them have to go through like 50 points of health instead of like 30 or 38 because anti-kill bots and everything now. So it's just tough. It's a very powerful deck though, and you can see why. He got me down to 9 health there. Okay, Druid. Terrible matchup for this deck. Just awful. Against a Druid, you either want early board presence or early removal. I'm going to keep the Cruel Taskmaster in case I draw into an Execute or a... of course, you throw one card back and you get the same one. Oh my goodness. This isn't good. The reason why Druid is so powerful is because they can get out big threats early, and then you have to... You want weapons against Druid too. But they can get out big threats early, and then they can just keep getting up threat after threat after threat, and they just exhaust your removal, and they keep drawing, and you have nothing in your hand, and they have wild growth, and you can't keep up. And they keep the board, and well, they take the board and they keep it, and they never let it go. So the way to beat Druid, that's what we're focusing on in this video, is how to beat these classes, is to do everything you can to get that board. Use that removal. So use the shield, like, I don't care if what, I'm going to use a shield slam on whatever pops out right now. Yeah. Ugh. Maybe not, because it gets that too. Probably though, yeah. Yeah, I'll do it. I have to do it. I need to keep that armor so I can shield slam again next turn for whatever he throws out next. But you just need to be really desperate early on and fight for that board and take it. And if you can take the board, Druids have a tough time coming back. So you have to just take it, keep it, and just, Alex them down and then hit them with Grom. Very tough to do because that's not really what Warriors do. They're much more of a defensive class. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this crap. Yeah, this isn't that bad, actually. I just armor up shield slam. It's funny, the boombots are much more harmless if they're alive than exploding. But still, look at this initiative he's already got. See, Druids take the board early because we're a defensive class as Warrior, and we just can't keep up. But if we can take the board and keep it, that's how you win. Okay. It's a draw. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try and draw as much as I can. Just need cards. Just need as many cards. I need to keep up with this Druid. And then they take the board. Even if you get it back, if you use all your weapons to get it back or whatever, then you're at like a low amount of health and they just combo you to death. So, it's tough. There's merit in not playing anything there because now he's going to run everything in. The Baron Geddon doesn't get that much value. Maybe I should have just played the Acolyte. That's pretty good. Ooh, if he runs the Azure Drake, that would be great. That would be a complete mistake, but I think you just forget it. I think the correct... Oh, that's a good card. You forget the Acolyte. That Acolyte got 3 draws. That is impressive. If I were him, I would have forgotten about the Acolyte. So Brawl is a great card in this matchup too. What card do you like to see when you can? We're going to Dr. Boom here. It gives us the best chance to fight back for this board. We need these Boom Buzz to do a lot of work. Seem to be desperate for this board. I can't play around combo. I can't care about that right now. Board, board, board. But in general, like, this is a really tough matchup. It's really difficult, so don't expect to win against Druid as a Warrior unless you decide. If you find you're playing a lot of Druids but you still want to play Warrior, the cards to add, the first and foremost is Gorhal. Gorhal can really help you out, get rid of those big guys. So the problem is then your health does drop a little low, so you're gonna want to run 2 Shield Maidens and 2 Shield Blocks. Maybe a few more taunts, although the 2 Sludge Belchers is usually, maybe you throw 1 Senjin in there. You know, usually Baron Geddon isn't very good in this matchup. Looks like he's swiping. So really Gorehowl and then another Shield Maiden after that. He's gonna hit that with his face, eh? Come on, bots. Damn. Damn. Oh, terrible. Never mind. Dr. Boom doesn't need to be nerfed. Oh my goodness, I need a Brawl. This is why I've actually considered running double Brawl lately, because if I played one, he'd overcommit to the board, and then he's just gonna win. How much damage does he have on the board? 12? I'm at 18 health? What am I supposed to do against this? I can't execute because I can't. There's nothing I can use to proc. I have two. If I had a Whirlwind right now, I'd be able to get back in this game. I'd play Armor Smith, Whirlwind, execute, execute. So that's the play, guys. We're just missing a card. If I Baron Geddon, I actually go down to how much health? 16. He's 12 on board. He also has spell power. Probably just win. If I play both my Armor Smiths, I don't. I think Baron Geddon might be the winning play. Make a play that is like really cutting it close and you hope you can like climb back. It's actually almost out of cards. So this is the I damaged all your minions. Maybe you can't win. Maybe you don't have 3 damage, but you have 6. So, c'est la vie. Tough matchup. And I don't have a Gorehowl in here because I've decided to put in the Baron Geddon instead of the Gorehowl. And even with the Gorehowl, still really tough. In general, really tough. You gotta hope for them to get a bad draw. Him having that wall growth on turn 2 is basically a death sentence for me. Let's try to not fall back to 3. Shall we? That was good though. Good 2 first games, different classes. I'm hoping we'll get a Hunter, I'm sure, and then Hunter's fairly easy, like fairly straightforward. It would be nice to get a Warrior versus Warrior. That is interesting, and I'll come back if there's good feedback for more. Oh, hello. Another bad matchup. Baron Geddon's in here for this matchup, but still. So, reason why this is a bad matchup is because of all the Warriors have a tough time with like a big flooded board. So, wait, let me just do my mulligan before I explain this. Death Spite's great because of the muster for battle. You can use it to clear that out if you can do it in time. Harrison Jones is interesting, but I'd like some other cards. Harrison Jones is great in this matchup, but I'll get value out of him no matter what. Although getting that early muster sword is pretty valuable. Brawl's also good in this matchup, but not yet. And execute, I'll use something else. But yeah, oh no. Well, never mind, we might have just lost. It's not a good matchup anyway, but yeah. So yeah, they flood the board, which Warriors have a tough time with, or if it turns into a really like control heavy game, then they just fill up the board with all these 1/1s. It's a good draw. At the end of the game, and you're just set there armoring up, and if you're hitting fatigue, their 1/1s are just gonna smack you to death. Which is the way it used to be happening. Now, these have gotten a little more mid-rangey, although right now, no suggestion of that. We're going to play this. If he true silvers us, he true silvers us. That's just the way things go. But on board, it looks good. He might not have a true silver, which would be nice. An owl. Actually, I like that. That's very good for us. Question is, do we whirlwind here? I think we do, because we're going into turn 5. So against paladins, you really gotta look out for that muster, or that quartermaster. Sorry, quartermaster would be devastating for us. So we gotta get rid of all these 1/1s, and then we just armor up. It's important to note you can be patient though. Wait until you turn 5 for if he musters on turn 3 and he doesn't have the coin. You don't have to whirlwind immediately. You can wait a turn. Um, you can wait for him to put another 1/1 out, and then you can whirlwind. Okay. That'll go down to 1 health if he trades, so the death rattle will be better here. He won't play muster for battle into this. He might just, I don't know, what would they play? What would he play into this? That. Okay. He knows I'm going to make that trade. Ooh. I'm very close to, oh yeah, no, I will. I'm going to Baron get in here. Other plays are Armorsmith hit, pretty unappealing. It's Baron Gun. I mean, otherwise I could fish for something, but what would I want? What's better? Fireworks would be pretty good, actually. If I got a Fireworks and I could hit that and not use my Gun so early, but I'm okay with this. This is okay with me. I'm just actually, more than anything, hesitant to use the coin. I want to be able to coin out one of these 9s on turn 8, and then the next one, the turn after he spent his removal on, well, Alex is probably what I would use first, so I could keep Ysera alive, but had to use the coin here. Did we have to? Could we just armor it up and fast? Or just drop the armor smith? I was thinking about that. Could have, but there'd be no way to get that Harrison to 2 health without tipping him off that I had a Baron Geddon in my hand. And that wouldn't have been great. So maybe he'll just big game under this, and I consider that, oh wow, this is quite good. Well, if we had another whirlwind, this would be great. We don't, fortunately. But that's like, I think we just see what we can get here. Another armor smith. Do we double armor smith here? Double armor smith would bring it down to, oh, we just consecrate the living crap out of that. No. We hold. Or, because they're going to both be down to 1 health, so I'm actually going to play 1 armor smith, because it's more advantageous for the trading. Would I have played 2 now that I actually thought about this more? I don't think I would have, because it's too vulnerable to consecration, like my first thought. But now these are at 1 health, and these trade in with that, so now the trades are fine. And that's really what I was looking for. He can answer with his hand, and I know he will. But to force him to have to answer is important. To force him to have to use a true silver on a 1-2. He doesn't have a true silver, that's evident. Oh, see, it looks like I'm going to get the trades out because of that. So that... we getting... no. What on earth is going on here? Why wouldn't he have attacked with that first? There's no... that was a mistake. That was an error, guys. Should have attacked with that first, because if 2 knives went into the Baron Geddon got a lot of, did a lot of work though. Seems like an anti-aggro paladin because of Kazan Mystic and the Zombie Chow. So, okay, Druid Equality. Keep track of that. 1 quality and 1 Aldor. No consecrations and no true silvers. Oh, nice miss there. Oh, goodness. We're going to play Ysera here, by the way. Hope to get that Awakens. Um, he's already played his Silence. He just used an Equality. Um, that is an incredible card to get off it. That's really lucky. It's going to be useful either now or later or whatever. Again, like, what is the point of that? Oh my goodness. He's just, I think he's going, okay. Man, this Ysera Awakens was insanely valuable for me. The point of that was to keep everything alive. It doesn't matter. I might have won off that, to be honest. How many cards are in his hand? Oh, I need a Grom activator, and I can get close to winning. We played the Shield Maiden there because it was the only thing to play. Okay, this is great. I'll Alex him now. Now he just used his heal. It's a perfect time. Do I kill the 1/1 is the real question. I don't think I do. I think I put him down to 10 health. I'm going to save the Whirlwind for activating this bad boy right here. This is how you win. You just burst them suddenly. A burst from nowhere. Okay. Looks like we put him in a tough spot here. That Ysera Awakens. It kind of, the Ysera did what I wanted it to do. I just didn't expect the Aldor on it. But the point was he already used an Equality, so he might have to trade in his whole board to it or just ignore it. And either way, I'd be okay with that. So I'd actually rather him trade his whole board into it, obviously. But this worked out well too, because I got the Awakens. The Aldor was actually a nice play there. So we beat a Paladin. Pretty good. I'm going to do one more. I'll just do one more. Whatever it is, whatever happens to be, and then that'll be it for this one. So let's see. Let's see what we got here. Hopefully a hunter. Hopefully some anti. Can show you what to do with warrior against anti aggro. But yeah, against that paladin, you know, I think every play in that game was sound. I think that was. It's a good way to beat them though. In general, is wait for them to heal and then Alexstrasza and then Grom, if you are in a position to do that. Another paladin. Okay. This is why Warrior's a little tough right now on the ladder. Why I haven't really used it all season. But use Druid to get up here, by the way. If anyone wants a good deck, just run Druid. Druid's incredibly powerful right now. Sorry, I didn't even think about that mulligan, did I? Not really. That is what you don't do. Just throw back cards. But this actually looks pretty good right now. We'll see if this is more aggressive or less so. We're going to play the Armorsmith to counter him dooting. And if he wants to play a shielded mini-bot, that's fine. We'll kill it. The Axe. This is also a good way to start against Paladins. It's just kind of... Okay, now we have a decision. He's the coin. Do I Cruel Taskmaster this and start pushing? I don't think so. Against the Paladins, it doesn't really matter that much to be aggressive because they can just heal back up. They'll clear your stuff and they'll heal back up and then you just kind of wasted cards. It's better to not be aggressive. Just kind of deal with your thing and then flip the tempo on them really quickly with an Alex or something. This Baron Geddon is also a good card to have. So there's the coin, and there's the True Silver. Oh, no. Okay, cute. A couple ways we can deal with this. We can use our Fiery War Axe, or we can use a Cruel Taskmaster. I'm going to use the Fiery War Axe, because I can still use the Cruel Taskmaster depending on what pops out of here. Yeah, like this, so I can... So I actually used both cards, but it's fine. I clear the board. I'm going to cycle a couple times. I'm going to use the Acolyte because I want to get the value out of it. More important to draw those cards, keep up in cards, and we still get the armor anyway. The Armor Smith would have survived, that's true. And that's worth considering, but I really want... you're just throwing away these shredders, isn't it? Clearly, he's not a fan of the shredder. Okay. Oh. This is so infuriating because I would love to just throw the Despite out there and fast my turn, but I can't. Because the Harrison would be too devastating in that situation. And I also, it makes it easier because I don't have anything in my hand to play next turn, so I can't just Despite next turn. I could have Despite and hit the face, but I feel like I need the 2 charges. Although I did just deal with 2 Paladin Shredders pretty nicely there. Okay. So this Whirlwind's going to come down because I'm going to need it. Good, that gives us something else to do. I want to fill the mana up. Whirlwind's definitely going to come down. Wait, let's draw first. I need... Quartermaster is a very real possibility, so can't allow that to happen. Now we are at such a great armor total that I don't really worry about him rushing us down. It would have been nice to flip the order of the shield block and the Sludge Belcher draws, but life isn't perfect. Okay, now we Despite. Keep this board clean. This Armor Smith has gotten a ton of value. And then we armor rack up. Yes, he has board initiative, but if I played the Sludge Belcher, I'd just be playing right into him. The Baron he could clear easily, and he'd still have initiative. That was the only play. And I do have this weapon out. Let's see if he Harrisons it. If he Harrisons it, I think I Shield Slam a Harrison. What I really want to draw right now, guys, is... Oh, wow, interesting. Let's not have a lot to play. That's a good card. I could just Baron Geddon this turn, but it feels like a waste. Baron Geddon will get a lot more value later. Do I want to draw 3 cards? No, I don't. I don't want to get too ahead in the fatigue battle. This game looks like it's going to go on for a long time, and I have enough cards in my hand right now. Got to think about that against Paladins. A lot of these things go to fatigue, and if I'm that far ahead, that's not good. Also, they're more higher priority weapons. If I don't, I also don't have the Owl. That was another consideration. If I had the Owl, then I feel safer doing that. But I don't, so I might just have to kill his Tyrion, especially because we are coming up on turn 8. So, because we're coming up on turn 8, I might have to just kill his Tyrion outright. Which would mean... that I need the Harrison for it. Man. I think this is... Oh, I've loved Alex Draza this turn, but I need to Shield Slam that thing. This is really frustrating. Oh, I get another draw. Okay. It's fine then. If I get another draw to figure this out. Ugh. Not good. Oh, do I Harrison just to get more board presence? Like I just want to put a 5/4 out on the board, but I can't. I can't afford to do that. That card count is just gonna hurt. This game is going really slowly right now. And while I do have Alex Straza, which will speed it up a little bit, I still think it's going to be a long one. I have a feeling. Okay. That's an alright card to Harrison. It's partly better. Because there's any value in taking away Light Justice, really, either. That's the other point. And I'm getting a lot of draws off these Acolytes. So I definitely don't want to Harrison the 5/3 either. It's worth noting that we're going to kill the 1/1 here, not the 2/1. 1/1s are more scary. Oh, maybe I just Geddon. I just Geddon. Look how many cards we're drawing. We don't want any more cards, to be honest. I just Geddon. I clear this out. And he needs to do 1 extra damage, which is annoying for paladins when they don't have the dudes out. So let's see what he can do. Also, this sets up a nice little board. Maybe he'll have to equality because spend a lot of cards on this. And I can Alex. Start putting on some pressure. This is a nice spot now. Still very weary of that fatigue battle. I'm 5 cards up. He just got lay on hand, so he'll catch up a little bit. But maybe I can end this game quickly. Just how you beat paladins as a warrior. You really don't want to get to fatigue. You want them to have to use their removal, and then you like Alex them and kill them really quick. So Grom would be a great draw. What are you doing? Wow, that's risky. Face, 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 face. Yes. Oh my goodness. That was pretty poor for him. Oh wow. This is so tough. Oh my goodness. I want to just Alex and then hit his face and put him down to. What would that put him down to? 8. I don't have anything to finish him after that, though. Then he would just take my Alex Straza and just take it away from me with that Sylvanas. Ugh. If I play my Sludge Belcher, he also just steals my Baron. He's forcing me to run my Baron into that. I might just have to. I think I have to run my Baron again into the Sylvanas. And then I don't think I can play Alex after that. I think I have to play Belcher. Because if I play Alex and he big game hunters me, I'm in trouble. Yeah. Man. This guy. I could also have... Oh, I just came up with a play, but there isn't enough time for it. I could have actually Harrison there too. Oh, sorry guys, that was a mistake. I should have Harrison probably. Okay, so the play I came up with was to Alex's face, hit his face with the Baron Geddon, and then shield slam the Baron Geddon and kill it. That way he has to run his Sylvanas into my 8/8, steal it, it becomes an 8/3, and I can just execute it. It's a play I need to think about more, and it's probably wrong. Okay. So this is cute, what I'm about to do here. It's going to be a Whirlwind Sylvanas play. Yeah, even with that Dr. Boom, it's still a Whirlwind Sylvanas. And we're going to have to force him to take a 50-50 on... What the... Oh no. Did I disconnect? Oh, what am I doing? Sorry, guys. This is the cute thing about Warrior. You can just shield slam your Sylvanas to take things that you want from people. Don't know why I didn't think of that immediately. Maybe I'm a little rusty. But that's another reason why put Sylvanas in your deck. Just do it. Because they just concede. Well, we beat some tough matchups in that one. I think that was a good display. No hunters, none of that stuff. But thanks for watching. Feel free to comment and subscribe. I want to come up with more videos on decks. Paladin, know how to play that deck. Echo Mage, want to should be able to play that. Druid too. So, and maybe another Warrior. If you guys still want to know more about Warrior, let me know in the comments. Anything, any constructive criticism too. This is my first, trying to teach video.